Not knowing I'm a king, built like skyscrapers. Looking at these skyscrapers, it's an amazing view. My point is, we need to be viewed as beautiful, masculine, feminine, of color, men and women. With unity, we winning. The weight of the cross on my back is a heavy object. Looking at it spiritual is another topic. Never again will I allow someone to steal my joy. I must protect it with reinforced steel bars.
Now that I know it won't happen no more. Never again. Time to stand up to be kings and queens.
That's right.
All over again. Now that I know it won't happen no more.
We the head and not the tail. We win and rarely fail. We bless, no stress, invest, success. The testimony test. What you know about Forex? Got that cryptocurrency working. Cardano to the moon. Got you feeling good. You so too soon. You so too soon. God is doing that.
Jonathan, did you finish your homework? Jonathan, do you hear me, boy?
On the computer, the same number of the tribes of Judah. Don't let them shoot ya.
You know, Grandma, they want us to read this stuff about history. And I remember you telling me that we were once kings and queens, but they don't mention anything about that in our history books.
I know, Jonathan. See, that's our job to finish educating our children and filling in the gaps with the rest of the story. See, you remembered me telling you that we were once African kings and queens, but do you remember such names as Akhenaton? Well, in 1300 BC, Akhenaton was the first ruler to believe in the concept of us having one God. And what about Imhotep? Okay, well, he was the father of medicine for 2,000 years before the Western world. But you know what? My favorite was Hannibal.
Oh, did he eat people like in that movie?
No, boy. Don't let those images change the facts. Hannibal was a military genius, and they still study his methods to the day.
But if we were kings and queens, how did we become slaves?
Western colonization. See, at first they started trading the slaves, but then they started kidnapping the slaves at gunpoint.
And if we were military geniuses and kings and stuff, how did they allow themselves to be taken for so long? That just doesn't make sense to me. If I was back in those slave days, I would kill all them white folks who told me to pick some dang cotton.
Well, you got to understand, Jonathan, that those slaves didn't have what you have today. Those slaves were afraid for their lives and the lives of their families. And the other ones, they were conditioned not to fight back because they knew what would happen if they did.
Come on, Grandma. You gonna tell me they had to take it?
Mm-hmm.
They had pickaxes, shovels, and...
I understand, but see, those slave owners had guns. And worst off, they had mental control over them slaves.
What do you mean, mental control? Are you telling me that the slaves were stupid enough to let themselves be controlled so easily for over 400 years?
My child, you still controlled today. It's when you think that you're not being controlled, it's when you're being controlled the most.
What are you talking about now? I'm not controlled at all. I do whatever I want to, and nobody can tell me where to do it or when to do it.
Well, hold on a minute and let me tell you this. See, that turkey still got about an hour left to cook, and I got some time. See, way before you was born, your future was mapped and staged in this world, and you had nothing to do with it. Hold on, sit that down and pay attention. See, in 1434, Portuguese started raiding the continent of Africa for human cargo. Us. They came in these big old large ships and just started trading for furs and other items. They exported us from country to country, from the early 1400s to the late 1600s. 1,000 per year in the early 16th century to over 80,000 a year by the end of the 16th century. Mostly men. Now, don't you think that had some type of effect on our black women? See, the work that those black men had to do now had to be done by the black woman. Strong black women.
Look, I understand all that, but if there were more men than women, why couldn't the men fight back? Like I said, they had pickaxes and shovels.
Lord Jonathan, let me tell you a little story about your great-great-great-great-grandfather, slave Jacob, and your great-great-great-great-grandmother, slave Mary.
What you be doing? You best get back to the work. You better leave that African Mandingo alone. That be Master's pride and joy. And you Master's bed wench, so get back to work.
What mean bed wench?
Oh, you find out soon enough. Get back to work.
What mean bed wench?
Listen, child, you gonna find yourself with a sucker, you hear me?
What's your name? Master said my name be Mary.
IB, Mandingo Warrior.
No, you gonna find yourself with a sucker, you hear me? Get away from him.
Hey, you, African man. Master says you supposed to be some big Mandingo warrior. Well, here, you's just a slave. But I hear you got big plans for you.
What plans?
Oh, see, you the new fighting boy. On account the last one we got killed. Another big fighting Mandingo bit a chunk out his neck about the size of my fist. But you'll give Master a good 2 or 3 good fights.
I fight for no man. And I fight for you or your master. I be Mandingo Warrior. I'm gonna get out of here. You gonna come?
Oh, no. I was not sure I coming.
Why? Why you like it here?
If things I try to run, Master might come after us.
So what you gonna do? Stay here and be Master's dog? I got a plan. When Master turn his back on us, let out a loud yell, and I'm gonna get him with this here axe, and then we gonna run off.
If you hit him with the axe, then who gonna feed us?
Take the food.
What if we get caught taking the food?
We gonna run off.
Well, where we gonna stay at? This here hut Master give us, it's nice and cozy, and it's sure to get cold outside.
I got family in the north. I just go find my sister. She been sold 3 years ago to a farmer.
Well, you was going and run off then. I was gonna stay right here. Master been good to me. Why, he even let me in the house sometimes.
Just forget it. You stay here. You die here. Be Master Dog. I'm getting out of here.
Riley, get the horses. Get the whip. Get him.
Get back to work. I was not gonna run off. Master been good to me. Why, he even let me eat the dog's potion last night. I was gonna stay right here. I was gonna stay right here.
Yes, they did, Jonathan. But before they had shovels and axes and stuff, they were being shackled to each other and thrown at the bottom of a ship to smell sweat, bowel movements, and even human remains for months until they made it to America. Some of those slaves even got thrown overboard because they got sick, and others were just killed. Now, they say 10 to 15 million slaves made it to America, but they really don't know.
Wow. That many? I didn't really know. How do you know so much, Grandma?
Well, see, my mother felt as though it was very important for our community to never forget, just as well as the Jewish community to never forget. So she made me study and learn our history so that it'll never happen again. Now, see, I think it's about time for you to learn the rest of the story. But are you sure you're ready to understand how deep this conditioning was back then and still is today?
What do you mean conditioning? I told you, I'm not conditioned by anybody.
Well, let me explain this to you. I was told about this man by the name of Willie Lynch. I bet you they didn't tell you anything about that in your school.
Nah, I don't think they said anything about him. Who was he and what did he do?
They said 1712, he was a slave master with the last name Lynch, like that word lynching.
Oh, you mean he created lynching?
Well, sweetheart, I really can't say whether he did or didn't because I wasn't born back then. But the things that they say he spoke about and wrote about were so devastating that many of the slaves did try to fight back and were killed, and others were set free until the slave owners came up with something so hideous that it still haunts us in our sleep 400 plus years later.
Who was this guy and what did he talk about?
Well, you know what? I think I got a book over here with some information in it. Hold on. Yeah, I got it right here. $1 at a Time by Michael Jones. And I believe here say that Willie Lynch was a British slave owner in 1712 from the West Indies that came over and started teaching the slave owners in the colony of Virginia.
What did he teach him? Because they never mention his name in our history books.
Well, it say right here that he talked about making differences amongst them slaves and taking those differences and making them bigger. Say, he even talked about allowing the kids and the wives to use these differences. But the only thing that happened was once dividing the slaves from in-house to out-house and light-skin and dark-skin, the slaves became perpetually distrustful of each other forever.
Forever?
Mm-hmm. So he talked about their color, their intelligence, their shade, the size, the sex, the size of the plantation, the status on that plantation, and the attitudes of the owners. He even talked about whether the slaves had fine or coarse hair, or were light skin or dark skin, or if they came from the east or the west coast. Now you see, Jonathan, that's where I think some of this East Coast, West Coast feud mess done come from. So then he talked about outlining a plan of action, but the distrust was stronger than the trust, so he decided to use fear as a control purpose.
Fear? How did he use fear?
No, don't do this. Please don't do this. Don't do what Master says. Please. I'm going to have a sucker. I'm a child.
Child, leave that man be. He just doing what Master told him to do.
Master says I gotta give him 20 lashes for running off, or he gonna give me 50.
No, please.
Move back, boy. Master says he gonna cut that sucker out of you when I'm done.
No, please. No.
No.
No, please. Please, you gotta kill him. No, please. No.
See what they made me do? I'm gonna teach you to see what they made me do?
See, Jonathan, self-love is one of the hardest emotions to achieve right now due to this past and present conditioning. For God said in Proverbs 18 and St. Matthew's 15, 17, and 18, right here, that life and death is in the power of the tongue, and he that loves it shall eat of the fruit, but ye yet not understand that what goes into the mouth goes into the belly, only to be cast out into the drought. But what comes forth from the mouth comes from the heart, and they defile the man. Yeah, Willie Lynch was a trip. That's why it's vitally important for us to understand and embrace the things that we had to endure so we could keep people like Willie Lynch and others like him from dictating our future.
What you be crying about?
I'm tired of this life. Now I'm gonna have a sucker.
I had many suckers for master. I get paid $25 for every sucker I give him. I can't have no more on account I'm sick. But you can make money for the both of us if you let master come and call it.
I'm with child already. He's Jacob's. Master say he gonna kill my baby because he don't want nobody to remind him.
It's just a sucker. You can have another sucker.
He my child. He my child.
Master wife killed the child one time on the counter. It came out looking white. That just be how it is.
They sold my brother when he was little. He's all I got left.
Hush your worrying about a sucker. You think you better than us? 'Cause master want you all for himself? That just be how it is around here. Now, master good to us. If you just let him come and call it, just pay him no never mind. When he get all on top of you wiggling around, just act like him ain't even there. You live longer that way.
I can't do this no more. I was gonna run off and make it to the north. I heard about the Underground Railroad.
And Master Show gonna catch you. And he gonna hang you too. Just like he did the other two last week.
I was gonna get out of here. I'll make sure all y'all gonna get out of here. It gotta get better than this. It just gotta.
Like no one's listening
That just be how it is.
to this pain. I can't deny.
Just be how it is.
I'm looking for a way out.
Jonathan, fear is one of the strongest emotions used to manipulate black folk nowadays. By watching lynchings and whippings, it instilled fear in our black women, which reared the children up in fear. And it created a group of people that was motivated by fear, and thus the cycle is created.
I'm beginning to see some of your ideas. I see the fear, but they aren't lynching anyone these days. That was hundreds of years ago. And I'm still confused on how you think we're conditioned. We aren't slaves now.
But see, Jonathan, it's different forms of conditioning. See, and one of the most stupidest forms was when Willie Lynch told the slave owners to condition our value system.
What do you mean value system?
I'm talking about us wanting all these name brand clothes, these big old cars, and wearing this gold in your mouth, and trying to keep up with them Joneses. But see, we can't even keep up with the rent payments around here.
It sure is hot out here. Whew. And my arms, they sure is aching. Whew. Whew.
It sure is hot out here, and I can't wait to go lay down a spell.
You ain't sleeping in my shack. This here my place.
Boy, I sleep wherever I want to sleep, and I'm gonna take that shack.
No, you ain't.
Why don't you go run an errand for Master and leave me be? I got plans for Master tonight. Put this here poison in this water.
I was gonna tell Master, and he's gonna not let you go see your wife on Sutter's plantation this Thanksgiving. I could smell the turkey now. We gonna eat it all up, and you ain't getting none.
Boy, you makes me miss my Thanksgiving holiday. I'ma kill you with this here poison too. I'ma kill you dead, then I'ma wake you up, then I'ma kill you again and make sure you good and dead.
Well, you do what you wanna do. I's gonna tell Massa. And this here, still my shack.
I said that they're my shack.
Oh, no, it ain't. This is my...
Hey, Simon, come on in the house. I have some cornbread and a warm bed for you to sleep in. And you, Jerky, stay out here and work. And we better have that field cleared by sundown, or we'll get a whipping.
Yes, sir, Master. We just had a field clear, Master. I'm gonna go see my missus. Then I'm gonna kill Master with this here poison. What it is? I'm gonna go see my missus. Then I'll finish this here work.
You know, Jonathan, this crazy form of conditioning was created a long time ago on those plantations. See, the slave owners gave some of the slaves permission to be married only to see their wives and eat a piece of turkey on special holidays. And these crazy forms of conditioning got you kids nowadays wanting all these name brand clothes and stuff that I see y'all fighting and killing each other over, just like they did a long time ago over that turkey leg.
Well, I don't wear any of those name brand clothes.
I know. Because, honey, I'm not going to buy you any. See, why would you want to walk around here being advertisement for somebody that don't like you and don't give back to your community? That just doesn't make any sense to me. Now, this Willie guy really talked about conditioning our value system in 1712 also.
How did he do that?
Jonathan, he talked about taking a slave. If you took a slave and placed this slave in a hog pen and taught that slave how to live there and to value it as a way of life, say the only problem that you'll have out of that slave was how to keep that hog pen clean. But if you took that same slave and placed that slave in that same hog pen, but came to say something to where that slave would value a home more than that hog pen, then he said you will have a problem because that slave will soon be in your house. But nowadays, they value these big old cars and don't even care about a house.
Yeah, now I can agree with you. I just saw this guy with 20-inch gold rims on a $200 car with a $5,000 system.
It's not about us wanting nice things. But Jonathan, if you're going to go out there and you're going to spend all that money on a big old car, why not have a home that you own or are trying to own to park it in front of?
Okay, I hear that. But what you're saying is that a white man created all this back in 1712. That's all old news.
Well, Jonathan, if you was to look back on how those slaves had been treated, it would kind of explain how we relate to each other today. See, now I know that you're growing up to be a young man, but have you ever just wondered why is it our black women are so far ahead of our black men in our community, and why so many black women go to college more than our black men? Have you just ever sat back and thought a little bit about that?
I have, but I'm going to college and all my male friends are going to. So what do you mean to say? We still make more money than women. All that slave stuff is so long ago. We have everything now. Aren't you glad to be in America? We can go to college now. We can live where we want and we can eat where we want. There comes a time where you have to forget all that old stuff and make a new way into this country today. That's what I'm doing. I'm not sitting back blaming the white man for all the bad things he did so long ago.
Well, Jonathan, I never said to blame anyone. Child, you didn't hear me say that one. But what I will tell you is, if you stir up old crap, it's still gonna stink. But what I'm trying to tell you is to learn from your past so that it doesn't repeat itself. See, the biggest trick that the devil did was to convince us that he did not exist. And the biggest trick that Willie Lynch did was to convince us not to look back on our history.
Hey, you boy. Come on, Master needs to see you.
What have done now?
Nothing. We just gotta teach this uppity darky Peter some manners. You know he trying to kill Master with some poison. He gonna mess all of this good stuff up for all of us.
Man, what we gotta do?
You know what? Master got a plan. Put that wood down. We gonna go. He'll tell us when we get there. Come on, put the wood down. Oh. Let's go.
Wow, did slave owners really treat black folks this bad?
Yes, they did. And Jonathan, sometimes even worse. This field slave and house slave stuff was really crafted by Willie Lynch in 1712. But in 1822, I remember this man by the name of Denmark Vesey. He vowed to go against them white folks and let all the slaves free. But the white folk found out about it and seized all the slaves. But baby, Nat Turner in 1831 tried to kill all them white folks, but ended up being killed himself.
Wow, I never really thought of the slaves actually fighting back and winning. I just thought they were stupid and went with whatever until they got freed.
Well, see, that's what your history books tell you. You know, whoever wins history gets to write the book. But see, that's why our history is to be taught into the house. Our house. That's our job.
What you doing, boy?
Oh, I just got something here for Massa.
What is that?
Oh, this ain't nothing here, but...
Grab his arms! Master says we gotta teach this uppity darky some manners. We gotta hang him, or he gonna whip us dead.
I got his arms.
Let me
hold
go.
on to the rope.
I got it. Find the largest tree to hang this here darky from,
Let me
so
go.
he don't break the limb as he's swinging.
I got one over here.
Okay. Let me go. Get him.
Wow, Grandma, that's real messed up. Slaves did all that dirty work. They sure not tell us about this in the history books.
Yes, they did. See, Jonathan, plenty of black folks got lynched back in those days, down in the South. See, some of them got lynched for running away, and others was lynched as scare tactics to scare the other slaves and keep them in line.
That's really messed up. But I heard Lincoln freed the slaves, and many white people helped us get our freedom. Is that right?
He signed a piece of paper, but without a lot of our black folk standing up and fighting for their freedom, that little piece of paper would have been meaningless. Now, Jonathan, what date did they tell y'all that the slaves were free?
Oh, I know this one. It was on my last test. 1776.
That's wrong, baby. But somebody got freed, but it sure wasn't them slaves.
Well, when? I got the answer right on the test.
Well, in 1863, Lincoln signed a piece of paper called the Emancipation Proclamation to free the slaves. But see, somebody forgot to tell Texas for 2.5 years later. See, so that's why we don't celebrate July 4th. We celebrate Juneteenth.
That be's our home.
Master says we's free. Us darkest and free. We's free, I tell you. Master says we's all be free. We's as free as the white folk. Yes, we's free. We's free.
What you talking about? You been in massive hooch again.
No. The North won the war. We's all be free. We's free, I tell you.
We gonna take this day as one of our special days.
Well, what's today's day then?
I don't know, I can't read.
Oh, you know what? It must be the middle of the year. Because I hear Master talk about taking the crops down to the market. So it must be middle of June.
June what?
It be the middle of June. Now, who here can count?
Ooh, eyes count good. It be the 14th.
Okay.
It be 16.
No, it be the 15.
I said 16.
Wait, hold up. Why not just say Juneteenth? Juneteenth works fine for me. Juneteenth, we's free. Juneteenth, yes, we's free. Ooh, thank you. Yes.
Wait a minute. Where we's gonna go? And what we gonna do?
So, Grandma, what happened to the slaves after the war?
Well, I read that in this book called $1 at a Time about a slave narrative. And she said, one day, out there in the field, the horn blow. And say, the lead darkies say, that be's our horn. So they went to come in from the field and saw a man out there. Say, hey, darkies, do y'all know what day it is? Say, it is June 4th, 1865. And I's gonna be the first one to tell y'all that y'all's be free. This is the day that y'all wanna remember, because y'all's be free. Y'all got all the rights and privileges of any other white folk out here, including me and Miss Simons. Y'all don't have to get up and go by that home anymore, because y'all's your own bosses. And I want to be the first one to bless y'all with all the rights and privileges that all us white folk have. And she said, It was June 4th, 1865, that ours began to live. Ours began to live.
Wow, that's deep. But if we got free way back then, why are we still fighting to be free?
Well, you have to understand, see, Jonathan, our freedom came at a high price. And it left a lot of unhealed scars, like this conditioning that I'm telling you about. See, people can be conditioned by a whole lot of different things. Alcohol, drugs. Some women even conditioned to stay with the wrong man. And see, that's why back in my 20s, your great-great-grandfather, Roger Johnson, told me about him wanting to go down to this new nightclub downtown. And guess what happened?
What happened?
You good, Gate. You got to your last one. I see you. Enjoy.
Get out.
Hey, hold on. Can I help you?
Well, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Me and my girl heard about this club and we wanted to come check it out.
Gotta go to the Darky Club downtown. It's a grooving, happening place. But your hoochie coochie, she forgetting.
What's up, man?
No.
I got money. I got lots of money.
It's not about your money. If you're not lighter than this brown paper bag, you can't get in. Now, I don't make the rules. There's a code. This here is a private club.
Really, man? What's up? Me and my girl came this long way.
Hey.
What kind of job you shoot me,
Listen,
man?
ain't no job.
I can pay.
It's not about your money. If you're not lighter than this here brown paper bag, you can't get in. Now go to the Darky Club down on 15th and Broad. Get.
Man, that's really messed up, man.
Hey, don't get no attitude
I
with me.
expect that from a white man, not my own kind.
I don't make the rules.
And you dark as me.
That's why I'm outside too. Now get.
Roger, let's go. Forget about this stuff. Let's go to another club, one that smells better.
You don't child turkey.
Get on now. Get.
Oh, I can't believe this. Man. Got this.
Ooh. Thank you for toting them peas. Thank you, Jonathan.
You know, some people have issues with like dark skin and light skin, but that should be old news. We all have preferences.
That's the most effective white propaganda assertion that makes it very difficult for us to reconstruct our mutual trust. It's just that statement that we sold each other into slavery. But somewhere up under that black gut of yours, under them barbecue ribs, whitewashed religion, and that gin and juice, we know we're nothing like that. The singular claim has prevented black-on-black self-love and mutual cooperation to be achieved. Even if it is true that we sold each other into slavery, that does not absolve those white folks for their hand in our subjugation, but we will deal with Africa if need be later. Well, you know, Jonathan, many white folk did have their hand in our situation, but a lot of them did help. And I don't know, but for whatever reason, God wouldn't want us to hate any group of his people. But this conditioning is so deep, and it's very hard to find out who is conditioned and to what degree they're being conditioned to. So you see, you're too young to appreciate what it was like growing up in the South in the 30s and 40s. But y'all have a lot of freedom that we didn't have.
What kind of freedom?
Well, we couldn't just go get any job that we wanted, and we really couldn't be outside at the dark in certain areas alone.
What would happen if you did? I read about this kind of thing in history class today. It was mainly a page or two about it.
Well, that's the problem even today. Those schools don't get around to tell our story. Yeah, that's why it's up to us.
Why don't other parents talk about this stuff?
Well, I don't know.
But tell me more about the freedoms that you didn't have.
Well, we couldn't just walk up to a lunch counter and order food like you guys do today. We couldn't even walk up to a drinking fountain and take a sip of water. We had to go round back to the colors only drinking fountain where it was nasty, dirty, and it wasn't even cold.
I think I know this one. Ooh, it's John Crow?
No, but you close. It was Jim Crow. And in 1948, I remember your grandfather coming home telling us about what happened to him and some of them teammates in that Negro baseball league out of town.
Boy. Oh, that's boy. You cute that team.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Man, that game was great. We killed that other team, man.
They ain't got nothing on us, man.
Nothing on us, man. I just wish we could stay in those nice, fancy hotels.
Yeah, me too, man.
Man, but seriously, man. Getting paid pennies compared to what the white majors get, man, that sucks, man. And you know we 10 times better than what they are.
What? I know. But hey, ever since Jackie Robinson got in, they looking for us to go in the big league too.
That's what we gonna make all the money.
What?
Yeah, buddy.
Man, what you talking about? You're gonna be on the bench around the pine, watching me take my victory lap across the bases.
Oh, you crazy. Man, you funny. You funny. I'm thirsty, man.
Hey, man. What you doing? Read the sign. It's for white only.
Man, it ain't nobody around here.
Man, you just can't do that, man.
Man, I'll just be a minute. Give me a second.
Man, you gonna get us in trouble.
Hey, boy. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Come here, man. Come on here,
You
man.
know what you do about
Come on
uppity folks around here.
Man, come on here, man. Come on here. We sorry, sir. Take your hand off, man. We sorry, sir.
Y'all
we
better
are
be
very
out
sorry.
here by
We are
sundown.
very sorry. Come on here, man. Let's go, man. Let's kill, man.
Man, I just want some water,
man. Man, you know you're supposed to be doing that, man.
You should let me get some water.
You know, Jonathan, it wasn't very easy playing baseball back when your great-grandfather was young. I remember one evening he came home and went straight in the room and not to come out all afternoon.
What was wrong with him?
Well, he told me that something happened to him and the players one day when they were in town. He told me about how the white folks used to harass them and wouldn't let them eat in certain restaurants or go in certain stores.
Why not? What was wrong with them?
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them, but it was just in 1930, you couldn't go in restaurants that were made for white folk.
Wow. I'm glad I wasn't born in those days.
Yes, me too.
But what else did Grandpa tell you about?
Well, he told me that with all the names that the white folk threw out at him and everything that they did to him, that was kind of expected, so it didn't hurt so bad. But when one of his own stabbed him in the back, it almost made him stop playing baseball forever.
What did he do?
Remember me telling you about certain black folk being conditioned?
See, there you go with this conditioning stuff again. I know it was bad back then, but that was so long ago.
Well, I understand what you're saying, but if someone that looks like you stabs you in the back, then you would understand.
What you mean, stab me in the back?
Well, your grandfather told me about an incident that happened to a couple of his teammates back in 1948.
Man, you ready for the last game of the season? It's gonna be a great one. Boy. Oh, and man, I heard that the white majors ain't stand ready to get us a sign, bro.
Yeah, ready to get us to sign. And I heard they're gonna sign all of us if we win this game.
Yeah, but you see those five sisters in the stand.
You know this, man.
Boy, hey, you
Yes.
just better keep your eyes on that picture, man, and not those fine sisters. Or you gonna get big in that big old head of yours, boy.
Man, you silly. You funny, man. You funny. But seriously, man, what about this season, man? The end of this season. Man, that's when we can make all the money. You know what I'm saying? All the money. Matter of fact, if we win this game, they said we're gonna make the big bucks. And you know, I need that money.
Man, don't tell me you've been gambling again.
No, man.
Haven't I told you about messing with that dude?
Man, no, I ain't been gambling no more, man. I gave that mess up. All I'm saying is that if we win this game, they gonna give us $250 per game. And we all can use that money, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, man, I hear you, man. Man, I'm about to go, man. I'm gonna tell my Sandy goodbye, man. And I'll see you around 1, okay?
I'm right behind you. Right behind you.
Okay, man. Hey, don't be gambling, man. Hey, I mean it, man. Don't be gambling.
I hear you.
Hey, boy. Yeah, you. Come here for a minute.
Yes, sir.
How much they paying you boys down here in these here Negro leagues?
We make about $40 a game, sir. Why?
$40 a game. That ain't no money. Look here. You real good at what you do. We've been watching you. I was sent down here to offer you a proposal. How about if I give you $550 to throw this here game today? That's a whole lot of money, and I know you can use it.
You mean to tell me you gonna pay me $550 just to throw this game?
Look at here. Ain't no need even counting. It's all there.
You know what? Give me this money. I'll make sure we'll win this game.
Now, that's what I like. And, boy, you make sure you do a good job losing and make my boss happy.
And they lost the game, Jonathan. But they always suspected that someone helped them lose that game in the ninth inning. But he never said who.
Do you think it was his friend?
I really don't know. But after that last game and no one got picked up for the majors, he didn't want to touch a baseball ever again. He told me later that it hurts, especially when it's somebody that looks like you that stabs you in the back.
Wow. Did that really happen to him?
Yes, it happened to him and many other black folk throughout the South. I'm just glad that white man didn't keep his promise about that threat that he made, because he introduced me to your grandfather 2 weeks later.
Wow. They ain't tell us much about the Negro League. All our history books tell us about is Reverend Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah, but what they didn't tell you was there was another strong brother back then by the name of Malcolm X. And when he died, it had a profound effect upon our black people. And the reason it's important for us to break down the mental condition of slavery is that if we knew our past, we would never allow it to happen again. These terrible things happen to us or to be repeated.
So you're saying black folks didn't kill Malcolm?
Well, yeah, they pulled the trigger, but just like the slaves whooped us. But whether it was a plot or betrayal, we'll never know. One thing for sure we do know is that killing our national leaders is not in the best for us, but for someone else. But I'm sorry that your mother and your father wasn't here to tell you all of this, but I promised them that I will fill you with all this information. I'm here today, right now, because God kept me. I am here right now because of His grace.
Assalamu alaikum. Today, brothers and sisters, please open your hearts and minds and welcome our brother Malcolm X to the stage.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
My brothers and my sisters,
Jonathan, he was our hope. He was our youth. He was our blackness. That man was the words that we wanted to say but could not say them. He said if we wanted to be free, we must be prepared to die for it.
Wow, you were around when Malcolm was alive? These leaders today aren't anything like Malcolm. Ooh, I bet Grandpa was as strong as Malcolm.
Well, yes, he was, Jonathan. Your grandfather was a strong man. He was a strong black man. And after Malcolm died, your grandfather decided he was going to the military. And back then, a lot of us black folk found a sense of pride in ourselves until he came back from the Vietnam War.
Wait, Grandpa was in the war? He ain't said anything about that.
Many black people don't like to remember those times. He told me some things. I remember when he left. He was so excited, said he was coming back as a general.
What happened?
Well, I remember back in 1970 at the Vietnam War.
Sarge. Oh, hey, Sarge. Oh, Sarge, I'm sorry. Excuse me, Sarge. I ain't know you was in
Come on.
Okay.
Like you never seen me
And
draw
I know
before.
you see you draw, Sarge. Hey, Sarge, did you hear about the new field promotion that Sergeant Wilkins just got? And I heard that the lieutenant is here, and they want to see you too.
Okay, Johnson. I'll be right there. Thank you. I'll be right there.
Okay, Sarge.
Hey, Johnson.
Yes, Sergeant.
Understand, man. This is my 8th officer that I've had to in brief. Show the maps. Introduce the squad leaders. Now, it's the platoon sergeant's job, but he's incompetent, and they make me do it, even though he outranks me.
Yes, Sarge, but I hear they got some new promotions coming up, and you got the most decorations out of the whole platoon. I mean, you ought to be going to officer candidate school or something. You the only one that we will follow into that bush. Why them white boys send us out there to get killed before they even know our names good? And Lord knows you deserve that pay. I heard they get paid twice as much as any of us.
Yeah, Johnson. Look, you need some type of high school diploma or degree to be an officer. I ain't even finished high school yet. And look, you know what? Man, them officers get killed too quick, okay? And I'm an NCO. I work for a living. I don't want to be no officer. Let's just put it like this. I'm not officer material, and we gonna leave it at that.
Sarge, what you talking? You've been through it all. Can you picture this? Just look at this. You coming back to the world after the conflict, strutting pretty in your new uniform and your jump boots on. Can't you just see it? Man, if I knew half as much as you knew. You read the maps like you drew them yourself. You know the terrain, you know the tactics, and Sarge, everybody loves you. Now, you tell me, what can college teach you that you don't already know about this stuff?
What you been drinking, Johnson, huh? Take a look around you. How many black officers do you see? Tell me. How many black sergeants do you see in charge of anything but getting sent in the woods to take the first bullet? And you talking all this garbage about going back home, walking around in your new jump boots and your new uniform. You think just because you got a new uniform, something done changed, huh? Oh, you think just because we at war, you ain't colored no more? Well, let me tell you something, Johnson. Ain't nothing changed. Just like at home, the white boys got all the money. Them white boys got the education. Them white boys get to promote who they want to out here and be at now. You talking all this garbage about what we get to do down here. But let me tell you something, Johnson. It don't matter what we do down here. It starts at the top.
Man, you talking crazy, Sarge.
No, you talking crazy, Johnson. Now I'm trying to tell you, they ain't gonna promote no black folks to officer. Now you just need to get that through your head. It just ain't gonna happen. Now leave.
Yes, Sergeant.
That boy. What?
And in 1970, there was a lot of things like that to break the willpower of a black man. See, every time your grandfather got a sense of pride about himself, it was something came along to just push him down. That's why I had to become the strong black woman that I am today, Jonathan. It wasn't that I wanted to take over, it's that I had to. We all had to become strong black women. Now, baby, take these in the kitchen and rinse these off for me.
I understand that, but other black folks in the 70s did a lot of things. They made tons of money. I'm gonna be like them. Make tons of money, buy you a big old home and a fancy car.
Well, that's great, son. I really hope that you do. Because, see, ever since your mom and your dad died in that awful car accident, I promised them that I would teach you and fill you up with all the knowledge that I knew. See, I remember once before your father met your mother in college, he went over there to get one of them jobs through the black-owned business in 1980. But, honey, you couldn't even imagine one of the worst things that could have happened.
What happened?
Well, you see, in those days, black folks was given good paying jobs through affirmative action. But what they did was they created that so that the black folk could catch up with the white folk. But honey, them black folk got up in there and closed the doors behind them. Some of them even became Supreme Court judges and forgot where they came from.
Yes, Sandy.
Yes, sir. Your 11 o'clock employee interview is here. Mr. Kevin Johnson is here.
Is it that black dude?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well. I got a few minutes before I go to lunch. Send him in. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
All right, take a seat.
Here's my resume. Thank you for this opportunity to interview with you.
Okay, let me take a look at your resume. I see you went to college.
Yes, sir.
Dean's List every year. You tutor students. You feed the hungry. And hold down 2 jobs.
I did.
I hear you. So, tell me a little bit about yourself. Wait a minute, let me guess. I bet you one of those guys from the south side of town, right?
Oh, no, sir. I live on the north side, and I'm a very hard worker, and I work well with others. I got married 2 years ago, and me and my wife, we're expecting our first son. And we want to be near close to good schools.
That's nice. So, you're having a baby boy. What you gonna name him? Probably something like Lil Rufus.
Oh, no, sir. We're going to name him Jonathan, after my grandfather-in-law. He was in the Negro Baseball League.
That's nice. I like that you are a self-starter. I was a self-starter myself. It took hard work for me to get this job. It's a lot of hard work to get where I am. And in 3 or 4 years, you might be able to do the same thing. Looking over your resume, that's going to be about it for now. And I'd like to thank you for coming in. I'm going to look over your information. Give me about a week, and I'll give you a call back.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. And remember, hard work.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Matt, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
Want to go down to this new restaurant downstairs? It's chimichanga night, hey, arriba!
Sounds good. I want to try me some burritos myself.
Might as well.
Let me file this resume.
Okay, cool, let's go. Vámonos. Man, what you doing, man?
What you mean what I'm doing?
Is this dude resume that just walked out?
Yeah.
Man, he seemed like a nice young fella. Why you threw his resume in the trash?
Man, you want to hire these thugs. They don't have no respect for authority. Probably be late every day if I hired him. See, it wasn't like it was when I came up.
What are you talking about, Matt? You got this job through affirmative action. Man, you always tripping on black folks. But you know what? Maybe you need to look in the mirror and check yourself. How the brother gonna get anywhere if you holding him down?
Look, I got mine. He just need to find out a way to get his.
How he gonna get anything when you're standing on his neck? Whatever, man. I ain't even hungry no more. You need to accept us for who we are. God did.
Oh, so it's like that.
It's like that.
Sandy.
Yes, sir.
Would you call that gentleman Kelvin back and tell him that I rescheduled his interview for tomorrow?
Sure.
All right, thank you.
That's messed up. How do we get ahead if we got all this stuff against us?
Well, we just have to do better and don't allow it to break us. See, this makes me sad sometimes when I see us hating on each other over nonsense, looking like some crabs in a barrel. And this light-skinned, dark-skinned mess is just ridiculous.
You know what happened to me at school today?
No, what happened?
I asked this new girl who came to my school to sit with me. And do you know what she said?
No, what did she say?
She said I was too light to sit with her. I didn't even know how to respond.
You should have told her to kiss your
grandma.
Well, this process with the light skin and dark skin and vice versa just makes me sick.
I know that some people have problems with light skin and dark skin and stuff, but it should be all old news.
That's good. But remember, I'm not talking about all of us, John. But this light skin and dark skin stuff does affect us all in some type of way here in America.
I know that some people have problems with light skin and dark skin and stuff, but that should be all old news.
It should be, but unfortunately, some of us still don't know that we're being controlled by this mess. So we use words such as, "that's just my preference," as if that makes it okay for us to treat our people bad and treat them poorly. Now, I remember what happened to your mother, just like what happened to your father, Calvin. Do you remember what I told you about your mother, Samantha? Well, her sister was a little bit on the dark-skinned side, and she tried to sign up for one of them sororities in that college, and guess what happened?
Hey, how you doing today, girl? I just got here on campus today and was wondering about joining a sorority. Can you tell me a little about yours?
I don't think you want to join our sorority. You'd be much happier with the mega cuties. They love you, and you fit in much better with that group.
Why do you say that? What do they do?
Well, let's just say that you fit in much better with that group.
Why do you say that?
Our sorority is for a certain class of women, and you're just not it. I gotta go.
The word is excuse me, and it ain't even real. 12 inches of weed from the Korean stove? Please.
No one told you to stand in my way. You just wished you had hair like this.
That's okay. I didn't want to join your wannabe sorority anyway.
Pickaninny.
Hi, yellow heifer.
Jigaboo.
Wannabe.
I have class soon. You just wish you had what we got.
Hey, Samantha, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good now. I was just talking to this wannabe sorority girl, and she kept swinging that long horse hair in my face. So I snatched that weave right out of her head. I was just trying to get some new information about the sororities here, and this heifer was trying to act like I wasn't good enough to be in her sorority. Better than a 24, 36, 24, baby.
Girl, as always, you know you should have called a sister. I always have your back. We've been best friends for how long? 10 years? Girl.
Well, I gotta run to class. See you later tonight, and if I don't, call me on my cell.
All right, girl. Hey, Sanika. Girl, guess what? Samantha out here pulling wigs off of folks' hair. I hate her, I hate her, I hate her, I hate her, I hate her. For one, she doesn't clean up. And she's always stealing people's mans. Don't ever tell her about yours. I don't know what she was talking about. This wig is pretty nice. I might wear it to my date tomorrow, actually. All right, girl, bye.
Lady, you are beautiful, no matter what they do to you. You should just keep cruising through this life and try no natural,
I know that light skin, dark skin mess and hating and stuff is so deep in the black community with females. Sometimes I even wonder why they straighten their hair. I love a dark skin sister with natural hair.
Well, you know what, Jonathan? If more men would appreciate it like you do, hey, we probably wouldn't perm my hair to death. But you know what, sisters got to look good.
Yeah, women do like to hate, don't they?
Yeah, but we need to understand who we are as African people and try to love one another.
So with all this hating around, how do we get unity to work?
Well, that's more of an individual thing, Jonathan. If we would understand who we are and love ourselves and accept all the blessings that God has given us, then we'll be better people. But with all the use of drugs, fear, distrust, and envy, and these murders, we can only see the things that Willie Lynch spoke of, which was for the conditioning to be rejuvenating and refueling. But like I said earlier, it's up to us, the parents and the grandparents, and the ones that carried the history of our people, to keep spreading the word so that we can have a better life.
I don't know why you gotta look back at all that bad stuff if it's just gonna make you mad.
Boy, don't you know our history is a part of us? And God, please, Jesus, speak some words, Lord, for me to tell this young man so he can understand. Speak, 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 Lord. So do you understand? And every time I think of a black child being killed by another black child or by the police, that mess just makes me want to scream. So that never again will this stuff happen to our people. This I do in the memory of our ancestors and for the people that got whipped and died so that we can have a better life.
Buy dice. Buy dice. My money.
All right, y'all got that one.
Good roll. Straight.
Bro,
Granny calling me, man.
what? What you doing? Come on, roll the dice.
Granny calling me, man.
I gotta go, man.
Say, man, your grandma living, please.
I gotta go, man. I gotta go. Come on, man. You tripping? Roll the dice and pass it.
Bro, you took your medication?
Man, you know I hate taking that stuff, man.
Man, you know when you don't take your medication, man, you start tripping.
Man, oh, here we go
Man, give me them
again.
dice.
All right, boys, up against the wall. Assume the position.
My granny
Get
called
back
us. What
there.
did we do?
You know what you did. You fit the profile. Get up here.
What did we do?
You've been robbing houses in that neighborhood.
Man, we still
Get
across the street,
back
man.
there.
What are you doing?
Why you ready for your car?
Stop it.
One day you're here, the next day you're gone. Trying to wrap my mind around what was.
You shot him for nothing.
Why would they do this to us again? Listen to what we have to say. You would hear the world crying for
Roll the ambulance and back up to my location.
the world is crying for change. We're all crying for change.
This has to stop.
The world is crying for change. If you listen to what we have to say, you would hear the world.
Yeah, I think that's messed up. How cops always killing black folks and never go to jail. Why don't they?
Yeah, I know. Because see, the cops got this thing called qualified immunity.
Qualified immune? Like a virus?
No, qualified immunity. This is a legal principle that is granted to government officials like cops for performing their so-called duties. And this will allow us not to be able to charge them for doing their duty.
But is it their duty to kill black folks for walking home, jogging, selling a cigarette, or just sitting at home?
No, it's not. That's why I'm trying to arm you with all the knowledge that you need to have. And that is something that they can't take away from you, Jonathan.
Thanks, Grandma. I'm glad I'm here. And I'm glad you're taking care of me.
Oh, you sure you don't want to go there and stay with your Uncle Junebug?
Oh, no, not Junebug. His kid acts so ghetto. And one of them said I was trying to be white.
See, now that reminds me of a little story about your daddy's sister. She was a little on the light skin side. And them girls used to hate on her because of her little nice shape. Honey, see, that's that type of thing I be telling you about. Every time one of us get a little bit of something, they try and drag us down like crabs in a barrel.
Oh, girl, that party last weekend was the bomb.
Man, it was dope.
Girl, no, it was the bomb.
It was dope.
Girl, hold on. You hear that? That's my church.
They played this yesterday at the club.
Yes, you know, I was gone.
Come on, we gotta get back to work.
Girl, we need to go back to this club this weekend because those brothers was fun.
Ladies free.
Okay. Oh my gosh, but you hear about that new sister that got hired last week?
She thinks she all that just because she got some title.
Shh, hear this heifer come down.
Well, hello, ladies. How y'all doing today?
Hello,
Hi,
Miss Jackson.
Sandra, could you please get this typed up for me by 1? I have a meeting with the president at 1:30 today.
Okay, I'll have it done by 1.
Thank you. Now I have to get ready for another meeting, so I'll be back about 1. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, this is garbage. Oh, girl, that heifer think she all that. Some of us folks get a good job and then try to be white. Oh, I can't stand her.
What is trying to be white? Well, just because I dress well and use correct English, I'm trying to be white? For your information, I worked very hard to get to where I am today, okay? Whew. You know, I knew I would have to put up with racism from the white male-dominated boardrooms, but I never thought I'd have to put up with attitudes from my sisters in the workrooms. I mean, I was raised in the projects, okay? So I know who I am and where I came from. But just because I was raised in the projects, that does not mean the projects have to be in me. Talking about I'm trying to be white. I mean, where do you think those child care programs came from, huh? That was me in those boardrooms, fighting for you. You just don't know how much stuff I have to go through just to even keep you working here. And let's not forget that it was me that fought to get you hired here in the first place. I'm trying to be right. Look at me when I'm talking to you. I'm the only black woman on the executive board, okay? I'm your boss. The only black woman, black. And I'm constantly out here fighting for you, my brothers and sisters. So please don't think just because I'm light-skinned that I don't know what it is to be black. You know what? Y'all may shoot me with your words, cut me with your eyes. You may even kill me with your hatefulness. But one thing for sure, baby dolls, I will never forget where I came from. And I definitely know where I'm going.
Sorry, Miss Jackson. You gotta shut your mouth. Girl, you should have told me she was coming. Get back to work.
I'm gonna get back to work, but I don't want to get fired, okay?
Girl, get back to work then.
You know, I could understand that a young black teacher got hired the other day, and the other teacher started talking about how she got the job, and it wasn't nice either.
You know, I can believe that, but there's certain things nowadays you just can't believe everything you hear. Half of it ain't true no how.
I see what you're saying, but I still know that I'm not conditioned. I'll give it to you that many are, but not me.
Okay, now Jonathan, I hear the words you talking, but the problem with this is the conditioning, you can't see it or touch it. See, that's about as bad as being an alcoholic. But only thing with being an alcoholic, you're able to see the bottle. With this conditioning, you can't touch it or see it. So it's easy for you to be in denial. So after all of this stuff that we've talked about today, do you still think that this conditioning does not have any kind of effect on you and how you see things?
I still don't think so, but I do see how some of y'all can.
Okay, Jonathan, let me give you a little test to see if you can how conditioned you really are. Let me see, it's in this book here somewhere. All right, here we go. 1, if you see a black man running in the mall, you think he stole something, don't you? And if you see 5 black guys standing on the corner with blue jeans on, you think they in a gang.
Yeah.
So you see, Jonathan, you more conditioned than you think you are.
Okay, now if you had told me all this, what you want me to do with all this? You just want me to get angry. I can't change it, and they're not gonna do anything.
I don't want you to be angry, Jonathan. Lord knows we don't need another angry black man around here for sure. I'm telling you all of this because if you don't accept the things that are going on in your community, then you will stand up and change them for your children so that they can live in a different place and environment whenever you have some. Now, when this Willie Lynch guy described the mental conditioning, he said that it would be refueling and regenerating for over 400 plus years. And now all our black men is caught up in this system and wrapped up in all kind of mess.
How are we caught up in it? Yeah, but have you gone to one of those Southside businesses lately? Man.
Yeah, I understand that. But wasn't 400 years of slavery like 400 years of bad customer service?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm tired of being here. Yes, I'm ready to go. Girl, it's a long line. Like, I can't even leave for a couple of more hours.
Hello?
But yeah, I'm ready to go out. Yeah, it's a line. You know it's a line.
Hello?
They don't never know what they want to order anyway. It ain't nothing new but the prices, and they always be like, can I get this? Can I get this?
Miss, can I order?
Yeah, I'm just letting them look at the register. That's okay.
Hello?
Nah. Yeah, they can look at me.
Hello?
They don't know what they want anyway.
Ma'am, can I order?
Sir, yes, you can. You can. How can I help you?
Yeah, it's about time we do some work. Yeah, can I get a cheeseburger with mayo?
They don't know what they talking about.
A Coke and a small fry?
Yeah.
And
Can I get
a
you?
cheesecake.
Girl, you kidding me.
What are you?
I got my clothes in the bag already. Yes.
Miss, how much I owe you?
For what?
For the order I just put in.
He talking to me. Hold on a second. I didn't know you just said, but could you read that? Oh, Jesus. All right, I'm gonna call you back. All right, could you repeat that?
Yeah, can I get a cheeseburger?
Okay.
A Coke in the fry?
All right, anything else for you?
Cheesecake.
What size Coke would you like, sir?
A K-O-K-E. A Coke.
We have small, medium, and large. What size is yours?
If I wanted a large Coke, I would have asked for a L-A-R-R-G-E. Just give me a regular Coke.
Okay, you don't know how to spell large, but regular Coke, $4.50. Here you go. Can I get a cheeseburger with mayo, a small fry, and
A Coke and a cheesecake.
Can I get a small Coke and a cheesecake? Small Coke. Yeah.
And don't take all day. I gotta get back to work.
Take your time, please. You want your food to be right. Right, sir?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Dang, y'all slow. If I was in the right restaurant, I would have been had my food. It's taking them so long.
It would have been nasty too, though. You just ordered.
Order up. Oh, Tom.
Here you go, sir.
Thank you. This burger is cold. And where's my cheesecake? And why does it look like somebody drunk out of my Coke?
We ain't got no cheesecake, but your food should be warm and hot, but we can take it to the back for you and warm it up if you want.
Nah, man, I ain't got time. Just give my money back.
Okay. 50 cents. If you want your whole $5.
You don't never gotta worry about me coming to this restaurant again. And you can believe that.
Alright.
Worst customer service in the world, and I'm keeping this Coke.
Don't need your bad customer service anyway. Are you ready to order, ma'am?
Let me get a solid to go and a small Coke.
Okay, will that be all? You want some dressing with that?
How else I'm gonna eat it? Give me some ranch.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Your total is $7.95.
Look, you're not about to be messing with my bill money. It was just $6.85 last week.
Okay, well, due to manufacturing costs, we had to raise the prices the other day.
You know what? Forget the Coke. Can I get some water instead?
Okay, your water will be $7.85.
What kind of cup is this?
An expensive one. But if you want some free water, you can go outside. We got a hose back there. You can cup your hands out just like this. Get all the free water you want since you want free stuff.
Mira, me encanta la comida. I don't have to come here to eat, okay?
Okay.
You need some new customer service.
All right,
Never. Hola, bye bye, peace, como estas, whatever. Me don't speak English. Hey, yeah, they gone now. I'm so happy. Yes, we can party. Now, okay, all right, for real, come get me. Let's go.
During our history here on this continent, we have been conditioned to hate our own people and love our oppressor. But once we started showing ourselves some love with black power and black unity, etc., hey, we was quickly subdivided by segregation. And the black folk and the economics was taken out of our communities.
So you saying we should sell bad customer service and products of lesser quality?
No, I never said that.
So what are you saying?
I'm just saying that in 2019, almost every black person, every black community has dried up economically and have allowed them to become war zones with prostitution and drugs.
But what can we do?
Well, we have to start by not always running across the street when we have bad customer service. We have to start making them be held accountable for their actions.
Okay.
And remember, if you don't take care of your community, who will?
It's hard not to get angry when you see some of your brothers and sisters act like animals in the streets. And when you go to a black-owned business, you get bad customer service. Customer service should be the first thing on the business mind. If they don't have customers, they'll be closing up.
And you know what? It seems like every time I talk to someone, they come up with a story about bad customer service at these black-owned businesses.
Robin, we need to talk.
Yes, sir.
Well, we're gonna have to start closing 3 hours earlier next week. And if business doesn't pick up by next month, we may have to close.
Why, Mr. Smith?
Well, ever since they put that new mall uptown, all the restaurants have moved from here to there. And business has just gotten worse.
I can't believe that. Our own people don't want to shop in their community anymore. They'd rather go uptown and pay higher prices than come here. And you've been here for over 20 years, and now you might have to close. Are you gonna move into the mall too?
No. I'd rather stay here, but looks like I have no choice but to close. I just have to retire from the restaurant business, I guess.
I can't believe this. Like, why is this happening? This can't be happening to us.
You know what? Let's just pray about it. Prayer works. Let's just pray.
All right, whatever you say, we can pray about it.
We're gonna pray about it, right?
Well, Jonathan, first, by us not telling our children about our past, we can see how this worldly mess is messing up their minds. Now, I remember the story about your uncle's son, Samuel.
Samuel? Who's that? I thought his name was G Money.
Boy, you know that boy name ain't no G Money. It ought to be G Broke.
Fix that darn door. That's another problem I gotta deal with.
Hey, honey.
Hey, babe. I miss you. Oh, I miss you too. You doing all right?
You okay?
I'm good.
Good.
Oh,
How was work today?
I'm tired, babe. Don't you know they fired 2 more workers today? And we had to work all day in that hot sun.
Why don't they just hire some more people?
They need to.
Well, anyway, dinner's in the oven. You need to take off them boots. You messing up my floor.
Oh, baby, I gotta go out here in this yard. Where that boy Samuel at? Maybe he can help me.
I don't know.
I told that boy to be here when I get home.
Well, he said he'd be right back. Here he come now. Hey, baby. Okay.
Yo, what's up, Pops? Work, that's what's up. And boy, put those pants up.
Don't touch me.
Where your belt at?
I don't need no belt.
No, not
no,
today,
Pops, why
not
you always
today.
be tripping?
Stop.
Ah! Well, you don't know.
Hey,
I'm
no.
not in the sun.
Calm down.
Oh,
Calm down.
pay the bills around here.
No.
Go. Okay.
I'm a man
All
now.
right.
Well, I can pay your
Stop.
bills.
Stop.
You in this world.
Okay,
I'll
go.
take you out.
Samuel, just go. Just go.
I'm
Stop
tired of you not
disrespecting
moving.
your
I can say
father.
what?
Don't disrespect your dad.
What you
Come
gonna
on
do?
now.
What
Come
you
on
gonna
now.
do?
Go.
Well, you lost your damn mind, boy.
Stop.
You done lost your
Go.
damn mind.
Go.
Get out of my house, boy. Get out of my house. Get out of my house now. Get out of my damn house.
Okay? Just calm
Better
down.
go talk to that
I will
boy.
talk to him.
That boy done lost
but
his
you
mind.
need to calm down.
No, he need to calm
Every
down.
day we
That
shouldn't
boy
have to
done
go
lost
through
his
this.
mind.
Oh my God!
Not in my
Just
house.
stop.
He ain't finna disrespect
He's
me in my
gone.
house.
He's gone.
Go talk to him.
Okay, I'll talk to him.
Talk to him
He's
now.
gone.
Go out there and
He's
talk to him. He ain't finna put
You
his hands
go
on me
chill.
or
Go chill.
disrespect me in my house.
Just calm
Not in my
down.
house.
He's gone. Y'all both get on my nerves. Every day is something. Sick of this. Lord, I'm tired. Every day they arguing, they fussing, they fighting. For what? Oh, Lord, please help my family. Help us. I'm tired of this. Really tired of all this. Every day is always something with those two. Samuel disrespecting his dad criticizing everything he do. Just, both of them just getting on my nerves. Just stop it, Lord. Devil, just get away from my family.
You know this crazy dress style that you kids are wearing nowadays, it's just disgusting. I seen this child walk around the other day with his pants hanging down up under his rear end, and I can't stand it.
It's called sagging, Grandma.
It's called stupid. And guess what this man told me where it came from, too.
No, where? The rappers on TV?
No, the jailhouse. He said, once a man go in there and become another man's girlfriend, he has to wear his pants hanging down like that so that he can let all the other men know that he's somebody's girlfriend. Now, do you want to walk around here looking like that? It's just another form of conditioning, and this mess got to change.
I see what you mean about those pants, but I never knew that. Just wait till I get to school tomorrow. I'm gonna tell everyone.
Now, I'm not telling you to go to that school and start no fights and stuff with your friends. I'm giving you this knowledge so you'll know why we do what we do. Now, you remember what happened to poor old Samuel when he was hanging around with all them bad people?
Oh yeah, that was bad.
Check it out, Lucky Sevens. Yeah.
Man, you gotta be the luckiest dude I know. I know. But that luck finna change, though.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it. Hey, babe, I need some luck. We gotta go on these dice.
Girl, these some new shoes.
Yeah, we got it for you.
Hey, babe, look at these dice.
What are they talking about?
Something wrong with these dice. You need to get your money back.
What are they talking about?
Hey, man, what's up with these dice, man?
Man, give my dice back. Ain't nothing wrong with these dice. Let's play
I know
this
you
game.
been cheating, man.
Come on, let's play this
Nah,
game.
man, give me my money back,
Let's play
man.
this game. Come on, put your money down. Let's
Give
play
me my
this
money
game.
back, man.
Let's play this game.
I knew I wasn't losing
Bro,
all
let's
my
play this
money.
game. Come
Nah,
on,
man,
put your
give me
money
my money
down.
back, man.
Let's play this game.
Nah, man.
Let's play this
Give
game.
me my money back,
Let's
man.
play this game. Come on, let's play this game. Let's play this game.
That's bad what happened to G Money. But what you're telling me is that if I'm still conditioned and I think I'm not, how do we as black people change? And do you see a change happening in my lifetime?
Well, see, that's the big question in my opinion. Without unity amongst the masses, hey, when a plan is introducing the pool money and other resources, we've noticed from time and time again that it doesn't last long. And see, ever since the early 1900s, have we had a strong sense of unity, and without unity, we still losing our young sons to these guns, drugs, and they just get caught up in this world.
Do you think there will be unity in the black community like you said we had in 1900s?
Well, that's hard to say. Now, we got a lot of haters out here in this world, and see, I'm going to do everything I can do to keep you from going down that path, Jonathan. And I'm going to need you to remember the things that I teach you so that you can teach your children when you have some. Yeah. But you know what, Jonathan? That was real sad about what happened to G Money.
Man, if you don't stop pushing me, give me some respect.
You want to see your lawyer?
Yeah, I want to see my lawyer.
You have to get in there.
I'm too old to be doing this anyway.
You're right.
Get these cuffs off.
They don't pay me enough for this.
You're too tight anyway. You're just a turnkey. You should be retired. Treat me with some respect. Man! Guard! Take me back to my cell.
All right.
No, sir!
You'll stay here without cuffs.
Man, I've been waiting for 3 hours. Where my lawyer at?
I have no idea. It's not my job.
Don't put him on too tight this time.
All right.
You need to be retired anyway.
You're right about that.
I'm gonna retire you. Watch.
We'll see about
They
that.
too tight, man. I told you not to make them too tight. Stop pushing me, man. What you looking at?
Nothing. I'm good.
When you look at me, you call me daddy, boy.
I'm good.
I'm facing 25 years, and I'm gonna get them boots. Stop pushing me, man.
Ma'am, come sit right here.
Okay, thank you. Hey, baby.
Hey, Mama.
How are you?
I'm okay.
You don't look like you've been eating. Man, what have you been cooking, my son?
Ma'am, I don't cook, but he gets 3 meals a day.
Well, I'm gonna bring him some real food.
Mama, you can't do that. I eat this food here. I'm doing fine. I can't wait to come home.
I know.
You heard from the lawyers?
Yes, they found out it was self-defense. You only have 2 more months to
That's
go.
messed up.
2 more months,
You mean
baby.
I gotta do 12 months in all?
I know.
He pulled out a knife on me.
2 more months.
I was defending myself.
Keep the faith, okay?
That's messed up.
I know. Stay in prayer. Listen to me. You'll be okay, all right? Just keep faith. Keep the faith, keep hope, pray. You'll be out. Ask the prison guard for a Bible, okay?
Can I have a Bible?
Sure. Ma'am, can I get a Bible too? Thank you. Turn to Psalms 23.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Repeat after me. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
He maketh me lie down in green pastures.
He maketh me lie down in green pastures.
He leadeth me beside the still water.
He leadeth me beside still water.
He restoreth my soul.
He
restores my soul.
He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake.
He leads me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake.
Yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
Lock down, back to yourself. Lock down, back to yourself.
What's going on? What's wrong?
Man, we have to go. Man, we must go.
No, listen to me. Read your Bible. Samuel, read your Bible. Psalms 23.
Come on,
remember the Bible, baby. Please remember the Bible.
We have
read
to
your
go.
Bible, okay? Read your Bible.
We
Okay?
have to go.
No,
Man, come on.
It's gonna be okay.
No, baby, read your Bible. Come on.
You know, Sammy had to do 12 months behind that gun. But I'm so glad they found it out to be self-defense.
12 months? But I thought it was self-defense.
It was, but he still had the gun. See, that's what happened to him while he was out there in these streets, running around with them bad kids, being bad. But it's so sad that all our black men are locked up.
See what this game talking about.
You know, you're going to pick up a man
Lakers and Houston.
And there's Russell Westbrook. Here's
Oh, come on, man. Don't start that already, man. Defense, brother. Come on. He just blew right past you.
So here's the issue with LeBron at center.
All right.
He sports some Super Bowl outdoors.
Come on, man. How you gonna? Oh, man. How you gonna miss the layup like that?
Listen, they had a breakout at the jail today while I was seeing Samuel. You need to go see him. We need to go back up there because he is so scared in that place, okay? Go back up there with me. I need you to go with me, okay? We need to go back up there because they had a breakout. Please.
Did Samuel get out? Nah, he probably run like your mama, trying to hold his pants.
That is not funny.
I bet he gonna hold on to him now.
We need to go see our son, okay? That's our baby. We need to go see him now.
Why? He didn't respect me when I was home, eating all the food all over the place, playing those stupid computer games, and hanging out with those thugs. I bet he gonna hold on to them pants now.
You know what? I'm going to fix my son a plate.
Oh, man, oh, Lord. What's she doing now? Hey, what you doing? Babe, what you doing? Where you taking this plate?
I'm taking it to Samuel.
You can't take this food to that boy in that prison. It ain't no all-you-can-eat plate. This is my food. What is wrong with you?
Because my baby. Lord, please help my family. I don't want to give up. But that's my baby. My baby's in jail. He's not about that life. My husband don't have any patience. He don't understand, Lord. I need you, Father. I need your help. Satan is trying to take over my family, Lord. Please, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of going through this. Lord, please help my baby. Oh, that's my boy. That's my baby boy. Lord, every time you look around, it's something. You said in John 14, and whatever you may ask in my name, I will do, that the Father be glorified in the Son. Lord, whatever I ask in your name, you will do it. Well, Father, I'm calling on you now. I'm calling for you to help my family, Lord. We need you. My son needs your guidance. My husband needs patience. We need to get our family back together, Lord. It's stressful. It's stressing us out, Lord. My family is just, the Satan is just trying to take over. We need you, Lord. We need you. Please, please, Father. I'm begging you. I'm pleading with you, Lord. Oh my God, I'm just tired. Father, I'm just tired. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Lord, but all I need you to do is protect my baby. Just protect my baby. He needs you, Lord. Our family is breaking apart. Breaking up. Satan is trying to take over. Satan, you will not take over my family. I rebuke you. You will not take my family away from me. Lord, give us that guidance, please. We need you, Lord. I need your strength. I can't take it no more, Father. Please. Satan, just leave us alone. Leave my family alone, please. Oh. I'm tired. I'm so tired.
Yeah, you know that's sad what happened to G-Money. But I'm so glad God went and spoke to him while he was over there in that awful place.
What do you mean God spoke to him?
Well, everything happens for a reason. And Samuel was out here running around with his pants hanging down, disrespecting his parents, and you couldn't tell that boy nothing. Half the time, these young kids nowadays are just raising themselves. Half of the little girls can't keep their shirts down, and the little boys can't keep their pants up. I just don't understand this mess. And Samuel found out the hard way when you don't listen to God.
So you're saying God put Samuel in jail?
Everything is of God. And sometimes I believe when you don't listen to God and he's trying to tell you something, he needs to sit you down. And he sat Samuel down and that made Samuel stop hanging around with them bad kids. And you see, God worked on him while he was in that awful place for them 12 months.
Get tired of these stupid commercials. All right, there we go. Showtime. Let's see what these boys gonna do. You sweating.
Come on, baby.
I'm so happy to be out.
Yeah, your dad's gonna be happy to see you.
You sure?
Yes. Hey, honey.
Hey,
Look
babe.
who's home.
What the hell?
Dad. I'm sorry. Dad. I'm sorry. It's nice to see you. I'm glad that you're doing well. I wish you would have came and see me these past 12 months. But I'm glad that they found out it was in self-defense.
Yeah, boy. I hear you. And what they been feeding in that jail? You like you done gained a little weight.
It wasn't the food. It was my father.
It's about time you appreciate me, boy.
He's not talking about you.
Well, he
Just
said
listen.
his father.
Just listen.
I'm his father.
Well, actually, I'm talking about my Heavenly Father. See, it was He who I prayed to night after night. It was Him who comforted me through all of that. I wouldn't be delivered now if it wasn't for Him. And that's why I will devote all of my days to. Dad, Mom, please forgive me for disrespecting you.
I forgive you, baby.
Really?
Yes, really.
Just gonna forgive him like that.
He's been locked up for 12 months. And he's changed. Just listen to him.
If it wasn't for you. If it wasn't for you. Son, son. I forgive you. I forgive you, son.
I declare he lives.
Love you too.
My son is gonna live. Live.
Yeah, I see how Samuel changed, but do we have to go to jail before we make a change?
I hope not. But it looks like on any given Sunday that half our men are in the courtrooms waiting on a judge, and our women are sitting in church waiting on Jesus. We still have so much that we have to work on from generation to generation that we got a lot of our people still living in unsafe and unsanitary conditions, while the other half is over there spending millions on SUVs and airweaves.
It's SUV, Grandma.
Oh boy, you know what I'm talking about.
Wow, you're really deep when you want to be. Do you think it's going to get any better, though?
I don't know about my generation, but something's got to happen to get your generation back on track. See, if we understood who we are and we truly come to love ourselves and the many blessings that God has given us, then we have come an incredibly long way from the passages of Africa to the Americas. Honey, we had to endure insurmountable obstacles of torture, death, and humiliation of all degrees. If we understand that someone else conditioned us not to love ourselves, we try to love one another, then love can begin.
Where do we start first?
Well, we first can start by breaking the curse of Willie Lynch and others. This curse must be broken off of our bloodline. And to break this curse, you have to stand up and bow your head. Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit.
Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit.
I break the curse of Willie Lynch.
I break the curse of Willie Lynch.
Off of me and my bloodline.
Off of me and my bloodline.
Going back to 1712 and earlier.
Going back to 1712 and earlier.
I command this curse.
I command this curse.
Be broken off of me and my family.
Be broken off me and my family.
And I command the demons.
And I command the demons.
To restore me and my family.
To restore me and my family.
Anything that has been stripped.
Anything that has been stripped.
Of us.
Of us.
Father God, Holy Spirit.
Father God, Holy Spirit. Wow, that makes a lot of sense. But I wish you had told this to a larger audience than just me.
Well, it's up to you to pass it along now, Jonathan, and tell everybody else so that they can break this curse of stuff that Willie Lynch put on us so that it would never happen again, and act in the best interest of someone else. Are you ready to eat now, Jonathan?
Not anymore. You just fed me with knowledge. But what's that I smell?
Oh, Lord, my food burning. But you know what, Jonathan? Next time we come around, I'm going to teach you about that Black Wall Street.
When things don't look right, just hold tight. Hold tight. Hold tight. When things don't look right, just hold tight. Hold tight. Hold tight. We the head and not the tail. We win and rarely fail. We bless, no stress, and that's success. The testimony test. What you know about Forex? Got that cryptocurrency working. Cardano to the moon. Got you feeling good. You so too soon. You so too soon. God is doing a new thing. Like lemon pepper chicken wings. Give me a dozen. With buzzing cousin. On the computer. The same number of the tribes of Judah. Don't let them shoot ya. Put up your dukes up.
stressing for no reason. They are just some clowns, lady. It is your season. Time to elevate and show the world that you're great. All the negatives you need to eliminate. You should have the best. You should be feeling great. Have you heard you're blessed? Well, it's time to demonstrate. You know that actions speak much louder than words. So what will happen? I'll show you what you deserve. To feel special, uplifted, and optimistic. I won't let you forget the fact that you're gifted. You are beautiful, both inside and out. Just let me prove to you these facts with no doubt.
Lady, you are beautiful, no matter what they do to you. You should just keep cruising through this life and try no natural. Not natural, not natural. Not natural, not natural. Lady, you are beautiful, no matter what they do to you. You should just keep cruising through this life and try no natural. Not natural, no natural. Not natural, no natural.
Life, it got me down. I got plenty reasons, nothing but the runaround. I just gotta keep believing, pushing forward, cause it's my season. It's my time to win. Father, forgive my sins. I've messed up, tripped up.